Tommy, when you see the rebounding count and the difference offensive and also in total rebounds, do the bigs take that personally?
I mean, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, the whole team takes it personally. It's not a single player or a single group that's accountable for it. It's everyone. So, you know, it's a shame that we didn't come with the same intensity that we had on Friday, and you know, that's something that we learn from going into Game 3.
How do you learn from it, and what do you do? I mean, the home crowd obviously plays a huge part. You had the intensity Friday night, but didn't have it against them on Sunday.
Oh, it's just mindset going into the game and doing the right things. I mean, we're right there at half time, and we spoke about the rebounding count and things like that, but we just didn't action it going into the second half. And you know, we're well aware of the problems. I think that's the awesome thing about it, is that, you know, although we lost, and you know, it was pretty much about the same margin about what they lost over here, they're all fixable things and things that aren't, you know, ridiculous. So yeah.
Trev talked a little bit about just intensity and I guess, you know, hunger, wanting the ball. How do the players take that feedback as well?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it was pretty evident. Like you said, they had 20 offensive rebounds. I mean, it's all a hustle thing. It's got nothing to do with anything other than getting the right position and the want for the ball. And it's something that we're extremely aware of, and that we'll be looking for Game 3 to make amends for. And you know, to compound with that, I think, I can't remember our turnover count, but you know, we gave them, I think they had something like 15 more possessions, and that's including the offensive rebounds and the turnovers. So, you know, we halve that, the margin drops, and we're in the game again. So, like I said, they're all small things. It's not a massive gap in between us, and you know, they had the same issues when they were playing over here. So, I suspect us to turn it around well.
You know how talented they are. I guess tell us a little bit about what you guys focus on up against a guy like Boone. Seems to be, you know, really a dominant player.
Oh, 100%. He's fantastic. I mean, he was an all-star, I think, last season, and he was right up there again this season. He's a fantastic offensive rebounder. It's what he's known for. It's just about us just being the aggressors with it, and also doing the same thing to him down our end, is making sure we're keeping him accountable. And it's going to be a tough night, and we've got to make sure that we're, you know, doing our job.
You played, I think your combination of Brant and yourself played 10 less minutes than you did on Friday. What was the reasoning behind that?
I'm not sure. I think it's just, you know, it's gameplay stuff and what the coaches see. You know, me and Gus haven't really spoken about it, and the coaching staff. We've still got review to go over the next half an hour, and I guess they'll raise whatever issues are with that. But at the same time, it's, you know, we believe in whoever's on the court, and you know, we got the team to win this championship and to win the games and do the right things. So we trust everyone that steps on.
How was Trev post-game, and how do you think you'll be with this video review?
Oh, it's going to be fun. You know, we know what we're in for. We're not panicking or anything like that. It's going to be brutal to watch and hear some things, but at the same time, you know, we're all well aware of the issues that arose during that game, and we're looking forward to Friday night more than anything, and just getting some redemption.
Do you have to put some armour on? Do you have to put your armour on and go in and go?
Oh, no, I mean, you put your hand up. You know you made mistakes. You know, never play a perfect game. Everyone understands that, and it's unfortunate that it was, you know, it's a grand final series and we didn't play our best game. It sucks. And, you know, at least something for us to go out on Friday with a bit more in.
What's the major adjustment, not just motivation-wise, but heading to this game that you say work from Game 2?
Oh, I think it's just making sure we're taking our chances and doing the right things. I think, you know, we were right there at half time, like I said, we're playing the right way, but it's got to be for 40 minutes, can't be for 20. And those little brain fades and small little errors that we're making on the defensive end have to, you know, be minimalised. Otherwise, you know, you got guys like Casper and Goulding who hit 2 massive threes back to back from deep, and they, you know, we're well aware that they can do that. But so it's limiting that as much as possible.
So much been made about the home court advantage going into this one. As from a player's perspective, how much does that play between the two you've just played? Oh,
I mean, to be honest with you, it means nothing. If you're not showing up on the night, they're going to beat the pants off you. That's the end of it. They're defending champs. They're a fantastic side. So if we're not switched on and doing the right things, the same thing is going to happen. So we're well aware that they can come in and win, and we're well aware that we can do the exact same thing on their court. So it's just making sure that we're not taking anything for granted and putting it all on the court.
Have you seen anyone tag another player like Ware is doing on Cotton at the moment? It seems very, very intense, and Bryce is still putting up good numbers, but can you do anything to sort of maybe lessen the load on Bryce? Oh,
I mean, the big's got to do a better job of setting screens and getting him open, you know, making sure we're setting the right type of screens and that, because obviously we've been pinned for a few, so it's making sure that we've got our feet set when we're doing it, and you know, Bryce is doing a fantastic job, like I said, and so is Casper. He's playing very well against him, and that's their scout, and it's just about us, you know, trying to do those small things to get him open and get those shots, but Bryce is the type of player that doesn't matter if he's not scoring, that he's still having a massive impact on the game, and it showed. You know, he had almost triple-double that first game, and you know, although the scoring wasn't high, still the second game he's still extremely effective. He's a massive threat out there, so you know, we just got to do more to help him out.
Talking screens, you had an interesting night on Friday night with a couple of screens. What did you learn from that?
Oh, it's just setting your feet and doing the right thing, you know. It's got caught out in a couple just with bad positioning and that, and you know, it happens throughout the game. Sometimes you're not there, sometimes you get called for them, sometimes you don't, and it goes both ways for both teams. So we just got to, you know, go with how they're refereeing the game and make sure, you know, we're adjusting when they do call it that way.
For fans and people watching, home cooking is brought up all the time. Perth seemed to get it in Perth, and then the Perth fans say they didn't get it in Melbourne. Do players get involved in home cooking, and do you feel like there's an advantage for the refs when you're at home as opposed to being away? No,
I mean, like it's it's hard to say that type of thing. I don't know. I don't look into it too far. As long as you're playing the right way, I think we obviously feed off our crowd massively. We're very thankful that we got those fans, and we play really well in front of them because we know they got our back. I still feel like we play the same way on the road. It's just, you know, sometimes the fans might influence a little bit more with a bit of yelling and things like that. But you know, it's hard to say. It depends on the game to game and how each team's playing and how aggressive each team is. So we seem to be a lot more aggressive at home than we are away for some reason, and it's something that we can change.
What's the rivalry like between the two teams? Tommy had some great games during the season, and now in a grand final series. What is it like, I guess, between the two teams on court?
I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's competitive out there. There's a lot of respect, I guess, on both sides. You know, we're both fantastic sides. We've finished on the same record just as Sydney did. So there's a lot of respect, but obviously, you know, we want to win just like they do. So there's a couple of little words said here and there, and a little bit of, you know, hits going on that, you know, but it's part of the game. It's why we love playing it, and it's a good battle. And hopefully for the fans and that they've, you know, they're well aware of that and can see it. It's being put on court.
I think you ran through Casper at one stage yesterday. I think it was you, and he had a few words. Can you remember what he said?
No, to be honest with you, I don't think it was me. It might have been someone else. Okay. If it was me, I don't remember what he said. I'm sure it was just great screen or something like that. But no, look, I can't remember any of that. And you know, you move on pretty quickly because the game's pretty fast paced. So yeah, we're pretty yeah. Those things are always funny when you're in those situations.